my darlings, my little lovies, my babies. I'm just kidding. Well, however you feel. Okay, I have been away for some time. I actually haven't been anywhere. I've been at home, in town mostly, and, just busy with stuff. Things have been shifting a lot. I've been having a lot of different ideas about what I want to do, what direction I want to take my life and my work in, and whatnot. And I am super set towards establishing myself on a path, a specific path. But at the same time, I don't want to. I still have a lot of things to focus on right now before I completely, fully commit to that. I want to get myself established in the things that mean the most to me, which are tarot, music, and art, first and foremost. Tarot, not just for, because it's fun and cool and trendy and stuff. I've been doing this for several years, right? But, because of the way it can take us out of our little minuscule narrative and bring us into a deeper understanding of ourselves, of our subconscious, of our spiritual development. So I've been just I've been still, for the most part, doing readings every day for myself. And I knew I was going to come back to the channel and bring you guys some messages, right? But I just had a lot going on. It was a busy weekend. It was a busy week. And yeah, it's not going to get less busy per se. It's just that I needed time to recalibrate, recenter, and all of that stuff. And that's kind of what all of this new moon energy is about. By the way, we're in June. Happy Pride Month. I brought this special sticker to share with you guys. I have it. I got it from probably an event that I was at and doing or something. And, yeah. Also, today is a very, very special day. Junkie Boy by Ween was officially released. Now, it's been on the internet for years. Now, if you don't know, Ween is my favorite band. This is their logo, the Boognish. We praise the almighty Boognish every day at 7:10 or 10:07 because the Boognish has 7 spikes and 10 teeth. Yes, I am a fanatic. Yes, it is a cult. Okay? I love it very much. I love the band. They make some of my favorite music that I've ever heard of all time. So I have to shout them out today because they just officially released a new single, which is actually from the 90s, in celebration and honor commemoration of the 30th anniversary of their album Chocolate and Cheese, which is actually and factually the first album I ever heard from them. The first thing I ever heard from them. Okay, I'm also wearing my The Doors shirt, Jim Morrison. Okay, we've been feeling his vibe today just because I put the shirt on, and when I'm wearing his shirt I want to listen to his music, and he's just always got interesting stuff going on in their music, okay? And I brought another sticker I want to share with you guys because this has to do with another band. I'm just showing off my sticker collection, really, okay? That's what this video is. I'm going to just read my stickers. I'm kidding. No, this is the band The Forget-Me-Nots. They're based in the Bay Area of California. They are so cool. They call themselves folk punk, but I wouldn't put them in that category. They're kind of hard to place. They're really great. Folk punk elements for sure are in there. And then there's also a fantasy power rock pop punk thing that they do, which is really cool. And yeah, they just really get my imagination going. They get my heart pumping. They get me going. I love their music. You should check them out. They, especially if you live in California, they play shows in the Bay all the time, Santa Cruz and Berkeley and whatnot. And they're amazing. I love that band. Okay, they're so good, and I'm shouting them out especially because they are very, very queer. They're very queer. Pretty much everybody, and I think, as far as I'm aware, everybody in the band is in some way or other, in the LGBTQ community. As am I. I myself, I identify as bi. I guess I could actually align more with pansexual. Because I don't really care. If you're a cool person, you're a cool person, and that's what I'm attracted to, is like people who are like having integrity in themselves and who fully are in their embodiment in the truest way. That's like super hot to me. Yeah. And then of course there's other factors as well, like chemistry and all of that stuff. That said, yeah, I'm not going to get deeper into it than that, This is a love candle, which I'm going to light. It's also been activated as a peace flame. So, yes, this is my friend, one of my healer friends has made this candle, so I'm lighting this candle for the energy of love that we're going to be bringing in. So I've heard some people that are way more into the astrology and the planetary side of things. Yeah, I'm into it more in a general kind of way, but some people I've heard that it is Venus in Gemini, so that's kind of perfect. Venus loves being in Gemini, I think, because it's so lighthearted and free, and then it's like a good place for like communicating about your feelings and stuff, having a good time with your close loved ones, like your siblings or your friends and stuff. So it's a really great time for socializing, communicating, and I guess that's what brings me out here with you guys today. Also, by the way, I know I have this huge portrait of me sitting right there, and that's kind of weird. I usually have it angled mostly out of frame, but today is just, this is how it's working. So I just want to tell you it's 7:10 on the clock right now. Haha. Okay, a friend of mine made this for me after I did one for them for their birthday. Okay, so it's not just, I didn't do that for myself. Yeah. So, yeah, a friend made it for me, and I made them one, and yeah. So that's just to talk about, like, friends. Okay, friends in life are special, okay? And by the way, that's shout out to Ween yet again, because they have a song called Friends, and it's all about friends! Yeah, it's fun. Okay, speaking of, I did see some friends today. I just saw Three of Cups, too. And I'm wearing my Clinky that my friend gave me. My Ween friend gave me this Clinky. Okay? And I'm going to use, today, I'm going to do the oracles with the Moonology and the Beyond Lemuria oracles. And I'm also going to read from the Bay Area Tarot, because it's hella gay, okay? And I love it. Alright. I'm also going to light the Copal soon and the Palo Santo before we get started. And we're going to do our meditation, our little light breathing exercise, okay? I'm seeing kind of some new ideas that spirits wanted me to try with y'all. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, so let's just get this party started. I'm gonna light this here. Maybe I won't cut it out. The thing is, my mom made mashed potato, or wants me to make the mashed potatoes because she doesn't want to mash those potatoes. I don't mind doing it. Okay, she's making dinner, and I'm going to help by mashing some potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. I love Copal. I love doing tarot. I love holding sacred space with you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for staying dedicated and loyal to this channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in the Western astrology. I'm a Libra sun, and I found out more recently in another system, I think the Draconian system, I would be a Libra rising. So it's like you're getting Libra no matter what over here, okay? And that's how I like it, okay? And then, okay, I want to do a little personal sharing, a little bit more personal sharing. We're just clearing the space here, bringing in the good energy with the Palo Santo. I already saged the room. Okay, I do that off camera because it's kind of a big deal and my room is chaotic. Okay? But the Palo Santo, so we cleared out all the weird stuff. We're bringing in the good stuff with the love candle, the Palo Santo, and the Copal. We're bringing in ancestors, guides, angels, whatever kind of higher beings or interdimensionals that you are tapped in with. They're going to be here. We're going to party, okay? I've been feeling a lot of party vibe, okay? We're getting into the spirit of love and acceptance, inclusivity. We are tapping in with this new moon portal, which has me activated, okay? As soon as the new moon was happening, I was like, okay, we're going to eat like this. We're going to do this every day, or try our best to do it every day this way. You know, I did it yesterday. I did not do it today. But there were a lot of other factors at play and stuff. So it's all about rolling with whatever comes up, okay? So yesterday, I didn't have my kids with me, and I was able to stick to my plan. Today, I did have my kids with me, and I still have stuck to the plan, just not in the order that I did yesterday and stuff. Yesterday, I had everything done before I went out the door. And today, I had to split my time. I had to take care of business in the morning until the afternoon, and then I came home and I did everything I needed to do while I still had my kids around, too. So, you know, it's all about... No, actually, I didn't. I had to put it off. Okay, see, like, thankfully... But I do the meditation every day. I do the readings every day. Or, you know, I create some sort of a time for myself to get grounded and centered, which helps me to, like, hang in there when there's gaps in that, okay? But you don't want to do it too often, because then it gets you out of practice. So keep it up as much as you can, okay? And then when you're not able to, you can let go and just flow a bit, okay? And then just keep that space from within. And then you get back to the space where you can get centered again. With that, let's do this. Let's get centered, okay? Okay, let's take some... We're just going to take 3 deep breaths, okay? Breathe in. Into the heart. And then breathe out. Then we're going to breathe in from the center of the earth to the crown. And then we're going to release blockages. Okay, this time we're going to breathe in all the light from everywhere all around. Let it fill up your body. Okay, and while you're doing that, while your body is getting charged up with this beautiful golden platinum light, we're going to then just hold it there, feel it permeate, okay? And then we're going to breathe out. That light shoots out in every direction, okay? And now, as we are continuing with deep, full breaths, picture beautiful rainbow energy coming in with the breath and then releasing and creating a bubble of rainbow light energy around you that with every exhalation is getting larger and larger until it is encompassing the entirety of the space that you are in. And if you are outside, it's going out as far as you can imagine, okay? But it's doing so gradually, okay? If you're a room, it's going to take up your entire room. If you're on the train, it's going to take up the entire car that you're in. Or maybe if you feel ambitious, it's going to extend over the entire train, and now you're on the rainbow train, okay? And this rainbow bubble, this rainbow energy that we're kind of immersing ourselves in represents the entirety of the light spectrum. It's representing all of the light codes that we want to activate from within. Okay? And it's helping anybody in the vicinity of this rainbow bubble light to activate it as well. It's also transmuting the space around your bubble, okay? So that everything is turning rainbow. Ooh. I'm saying that for all of our... I don't think that anybody watching this is homophobic, but I want to just kind of troll the homophobes. I love... Okay, I have a little bit of an antagonist side to me that really just enjoys... It's a little schadenfreude, which I'm not proud of. But I guess I must be a little bit if I'm gloating about it. But I do kind of get amused when people are put off by that gay shit. And... or equality, you know, and it's like haters, you know. I think that's a good sign for me, because personally, because I've been going through some stuff that's been like putting me in victim energy, and now I'm like in this Nine of Pentacles energy where it's like, so what, 7:10 on the clock here. Boognish is with us, okay? 7 colors of the Homo Rainbow, which is another song by Ween, okay? We've been having a beautiful day. I've been feeling a Ween renaissance coming, okay? Or I know I can't get off of it, but alright, it is what it is. Let's start with my favorite thing to start with, which is like a little Moonology card, alright? We're going to hold this energy. It's snowing here. Thank you so much, Spirit. Please help me refrain from being too much of a smartass during this reading. Please help me bring in the highest messages possible for my crew here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Alright, so whatever situation that we're tapping into here, with this new moon energy, with this June energy, this, like, whatever, okay, nothing will come of this situation. The void of course moon. Okay, so whatever you're worried about, don't worry. If you've been thinking about putting your effort towards something that you've been unsure about, maybe don't bother. Or do what you can and stuff, but you might not see an immediate payout from the situation. Let's go ahead and read it, okay? Not my favorite card to get, honestly, unless I'm in the thick of it. Let's see here, 102. Maybe I won't get any views on this video. Sometimes that happens. I have some videos that have no views. Nothing will come of this situation. In a form of astrology known as horary, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. Okay, so that came out at 7:11, 7:10, 7:11. We're going to look at that later. Maybe I'll look at that later. Or if any of you are into horary astrology, maybe check it and leave a comment explaining it, okay? Thank you. That would be cool. Okay. In a form of astrology known as orrery, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you are asking. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. So we're going to get insight onto like, depend on to what changes need to be made. So, even if we are worried about something and we don't have to worry, actually don't have to worry, there probably are still changes that we can make, not to prevent an outcome that's not going to happen, but to make sure that we're prepared for what's coming next. Okay. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and beliefs. Attuned to the moon. I trust in my highest good. So if nothing, don't get frustrated if something that you want or is not panning out, because then it just means that it wasn't for your highest good at that time. That's alright. Additional meanings for this card. The chances of something are diminishing. Something better may be around the corner. Believe that you will get what you need. Surrender to the divine. Take time out, meditate, and contemplate. Always a good time for that. The teaching. The main definition of a void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Namo Narayani, which mean I surrender to the divine. A void of course moon is time to just be. That's totally cool with me. I like that. Don't worry about this thing or that thing, for better or for worse. Fuck it. Let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Words of wisdom, yeah? Okay. Let it be. Alright, so that is our Moonology card. I'm going to put the box over here. I'll leave the card out here in case we needs it. Let's get our Beyond Lemuria deck. Oh, Jesus. Well, we'll take it. I have the air on. If it comes out again, then I'll take it. I have the air on, and I'm sitting right next to a vent, so that's probably what happened there. Okay, Spirit, come on. Come on, our higher guides. Let's make this magic happen, okay? We are making it happen every day, every moment, every breath. And we are trusting and having faith and surrendering. Ooh, okay. Alright, I like it. It was a different card. But if I find it's relevant, I'll bring out the other card, too. I'll find it. The sacral chakra. The core of creation. Creativity. Now that's what the Bugnish kind of represents. It's the endless creative potential we all carry within us. I don't know if how many of you guys are into human design or if you've ever heard of it, but you'll want to look at your human design type and see what kind of energy type that you are. Alright? I myself am a generator, and for generators, the sacral chakra is super important because we be generating everything, okay, from there and how we're following it. Revel in the present moment and feel deeply into your senses. The sensuality of being alive, the breeze on your skin, the scent of damp earth, the feeling of aligning perfectly into the temple you call your body. This card is about diving into the depths of the present moment, where all your faculties are available for divine creation. Nothing is left in the past or caught in the future. All of who you are unites in a moment of ecstatic conception. Let yourself drop into passion, intimacy, and loving connection with whatever you are birthing into the world and with whomever you have chosen to co-create. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. I love that. It is beautiful. Okay, let's get creative. Okay, don't worry. Be in the moment. And let creation unfold, okay? Let creation express itself through you. Okay, I'm seeing 13 shuffles, and then we're going to do a nice little Celtic cross. I like doing a Celtic cross. Let's see, what are these changes? What changes should we be making? What should we be open to in this moment? Okay, let's talk about these energies that we're going to be aligning with and see where we've been, where we're headed, okay, in this. I'm calling that shuffle number 4, okay? I lost count. We're calling that 4. We're going up to 13. And I saw the Emperor earlier too, so this is big energy, okay? That's 5 here. Okay, because we are still losing count. 6. 7. I like the count too, okay? The count was always my favorite. 8. 9. 10. 11. Girl, we got too many flyers. That was 11. 12. One more. Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. 13. Okay, 8 of Swords underneath. So I feel like we've been stressing out. Okay? We got to get over these negative thoughts. Okay, there's been some difficult situations where we felt held back. We might have an outdated way of looking at things with this old-timey camera here, you know, or maybe we have a perspective that doesn't match, like, where we actually are, whether it's outdated or whether we're kind of ahead of time, our time or something, or, you know, we're thinking too far ahead. You know, that's what's going to give you anxiety, okay? Or make sure that you stay kind of in conflict with and resistance to the moment, okay? So, needing to step out, okay? This is the shadow energy, okay? 5 of Swords under that, all right? So, man, it's been tough, okay? Okay. It's been tough. It's been rough. All right, we're okay. Let's come back. We're here. All right. First card, dominant energy of the spread is the first position, okay? Dominant energy of the reading of the querent is 7 of Pentacles, having to be patient. Putting in work and not seeing results and stuff. So maybe you're worried that nothing's going to come out of the work that you're doing. I know I worry about that, but like at the same time, if you are worried, what if, like, if you're worried that nothing will come of the situation, then you're feeding into that reality. Okay? So there needs to be a change in how you're thinking and stuff. So let's see what the challenge is. The challenge, the obstacle is 10 of Cups. Maybe okay, maybe we like where we've been, or like the challenge is, I think, here's that rainbow energy. The challenge is to be open to this rainbow energy, to this 10 of Cups, okay? Or to leave behind something that was very fulfilling, but is at an end. The cycle is at an end, okay? So it's like, that's the challenge, is letting go and opening up to the new beginning. Okay, because a 10 is completion, but it also reduces to 1 in numerology, which is a new beginning. That's an Ace of Cups too. All right. So the challenge is letting go and opening up to a new beginning. All right. And it's going to be a good one. All right. If it was good, or if we're like emotional about something that happened, you know, or we're worried that it's not going to be 10 of Cups, like, you need to let go. subconscious influence is this transformation energy, Scorpio, death energy. This is the death card. Okay? That's, you're transforming from deep within yourself, in your psyche, in your subconscious. You're transforming. And that's what's kind of influencing all of this stuff. That's what's bringing up these shadows and that Eight of Swords energy. Okay? It's not even he said, she said, what happened, what they did, what you did, or anything like that, what you're doing, what they're doing. It's not any of that. It's actually, those are shadow projections from the subconscious transformations, okay? It's stirring up the shadows, okay? Which doesn't mean don't put your attention where it needs to get put, if it does actually need to get put there. But if it's draining your energy and making you feel stressed about things that you can't really control, you need to cut it, okay? Just understand that because you're going through these powerful transformations, that it's bringing up fears, okay? The recent past, okay. So that's a definite putting in the work guy is the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So we're coming from a place where we felt like we had more stability and okay, coming from a place where we did have to use more logic and planning ahead and before we move forward and stuff, and you know, whether or not we did that is another matter. I like that. Okay, I want to point out that this character on this card is called Cemetery, and I'm going to read this card too. And we have cemetery vibe here, and we have a graveyard here, another cemetery here. Okay, so you might be connecting with past loved ones or some such, or maybe you've been called to like sit in a cemetery, or maybe your guides are advising you to stay out of a cemetery. But I'm thinking with the cemetery vibes coming in that there are messages from past loved ones that are helping you through a process of grief, or that are helping you to they're waiting for you to connect with them. Because I read this tombstone, it says, when you finally catch me in your arms, what will I taste like to you when you finally catch me in your arms? So they want to connect with you, and you know, I think it's this one, when you finally catch me in your arms. They want you to fully let go and stuff, so that way you can move forward. Okay, so I feel like this being in the past and stuff, you've been feeling the movement forward being in the past and stuff. Like, don't think that your good days are over. Okay, let's read the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's read about this character. 26 years as a gravedigger and 20 years as a union officer, cemetery workers and greens attendants, Union Local 265, as secretary and treasurer. Though retired now, the cemeterian still helps with negotiations and investigations. 16 years, an avid lover of vinyl records. A photographer in his free time. Look up at Lousy Photographer on Instagram. Photographer, and we were looking at the camera here too, so it's like, maybe you're a photographer, maybe you work in film or something, or in media of some kind, okay, and you're letting go of something. This is a hard-working knight that is very organized and attentive to details. Despite the work sometimes being repetitive or not fun, he gets shit done. Even if you're tired or feel like quitting, your hard work and method of completing your tasks and obligations is working. Stick to it. In order to achieve your goals, you need to accept responsibilities with a grain of salt. When reversed, this card suggests you finding yourself afraid of changes or new experiences. If this is the case, it's time to try something different and get yourself out of this funk. I was kind of feeling reversed energy from this and stuff. I need to start calling out my hunches and whatnot, but like, yeah. so I keep my cards upright and stuff, and then I read the energy and stuff. So I was feeling like, this is kind of reverse energy. But it's in the past, okay? So if in the past you feel like you put in a lot of work, then, then that's what it is. Then you're just waiting on the return with the Seven of Pentacles energy, okay? But if you've been kind of not focused on what you need to be focusing on because you're afraid of the changes and stuff, or maybe you've been paying more attention to details than the bigger picture, because you're afraid and stuff, then, well, let's see what are we working towards? What are we putting all this work towards? Stability. Four of Pentacles. Stability. Okay, so this card too can sometimes be, I'm really like focused on these birds in the sky and stuff. You want to get a higher perspective, okay? Yes, you want stability, but you don't want to lose your attunement to the higher realms and that higher perspective. So you have to stay grounded. You have to stay diligent. You have to stay, but you don't want to lose that free spirit, that free feeling of freedom and that higher perspective, okay? So to do that too, so a lot of times the Four of Pentacles guy is depicted with the pentacle over his heart, so that it's like, it can signify sometimes a heart chakra blockage or a blockage in the heart chakra, or like kind of stuck energy and stuff, the Four of Pentacles. So look into your heart chakra and stuff, also working on the sacral because that card came up specifically. So unlocking your creativity and doing some heart chakra work to release any pent-up energies. I'm feeling like there's a lot of grief that's being held back, and the more you're holding it back, the more anxiety it's creating you. So you have to let go you have to get into the grief to let it process, connecting with any past loved ones that you have on the other side, and maybe working with them to help, or if you're grieving a past loved one, to really, you can connect with them, okay, but through your thoughts, through creativity and stuff. The more you free up your energy, the easier it is to get in contact with them, okay, and you will feel comforted by that presence. Okay, just like the Four of Pentacles guy is very comfortable in his spot with his Four of Pentacles and stuff, and that stability, like, you will feel comforted by that presence and stuff. So we're looking for stability. We're looking for, like I say, if we put the card in this position and we're looking at that as a goal, it is something that you can actually have now. So you have to find the stability within yourself first and start treating it like it is already there and you're going to protect it, okay? So, and while we're being protective, it doesn't mean we have to close ourselves off, okay? It just means that we shouldn't be too foolish with, like, our energy and, at the same time as we are trying to let go and be in that kind of more free, full energy and stuff, it's like we don't have that without, like, the stability, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, get stable. It's a paradox, right? So work on the meditations, work on the grounding. That's your stability. That's like the seed that we're planting for Seven of Pentacles, okay? All right, work on that, and then work with, like, focus on practical stuff too at the same time, okay? You can do it one step at a time, okay? Follow your creativity, especially if you want to find that stability through your own creative works and stuff, make that a part of your practical plan, commit, okay? Page of Pentacles. So this is a new beginning. That's nice. I feel like there's a friend. There's so much focus here on film. Okay, I feel like you are in recording or some sort of media work, and that's really great. Okay, so you have a friend that is in media of some kind. Yeah. Or you're this person and stuff. If you get it, the near future has you. Because I like to bring this to the self. Okay, so this is somebody that is, maybe you feel like you're kind of going backwards because you were at the knight and now you're at the page and stuff. But it's like, if you're going backwards, it just means that you need to look at something again. Okay, you need to look at something a little more closely, a little more carefully and stuff. And so come at it like you're just learning, okay, with the beginner's mind, and go through every single dot and every single line, okay? So we're learning a new process. We might be meeting somebody new or meeting a new aspect of ourselves when we are going back through and starting again, okay? So stay focused on the practical side of things. Stay focused on, even if it's to go towards your creative goals and expand on those, like you do still have to stay in line with a practical method that you are going to do to keep building it up, okay? To keep learning and to keep developing. All right, developing, like in film, like you're developing film and stuff. Yeah, okay. So we have to go in a dark room to develop film and stuff. So if you're in this time of darkness, it's because you are developing. Okay? Okay. 9 of Wands. That's our energy that we're in. So kind of like got our guard up. Okay, wounded warrior stuff. Okay, but he's also got this whip here, this laser whip, looks like, which is a pretty cool tool that creates like a spectacle and stuff, but is also can be a fierce weapon if needed, okay? Dante Verde. Wounded warrior. Lessons learned, right? The changes have occurred and stuff, and we're not sure quite how to proceed, but just keep going, keep putting in effort, okay? Keep going with the effort because it's going to lead to the completion of the cycle. That's your energy. Here's external factors, okay? External energies, Page of Swords. So I got Page of Swords in my reading earlier today, so I was seeing that as kind of a more curious energy, inquisitive, this is also a card about vigilance, so there might be need to be vigilant and stuff. And I think that if this is an external energy too, there's people that do look out for you. There's people that look out for you, either in your social sphere or in your spirit team. They're looking out for you, okay? There's also this energy of, I heard scapegoat. Okay, and she's got kind of this like look where she's like kind of condemning and stuff. So there might be kind of scapegoat energy flying around. Okay, so don't play in it. Okay, scapegoat leads to victim. Okay, all right. You don't have to take all the blame. Of course, always take accountability for the things that really are your deal and stuff. That's part of recognizing boundaries with things. At the same time, like, you can cut that accountability right where the other person's accountability for their actions and choices start. Okay? So, there. Okay? So if you're dealing with scapegoat energy, whether you've been trying to pass off blame to somebody else or some other people have been blaming you for stuff, like, you got to work through it, okay? You got to cut the cords, clear your energy, clear your mind, and, like, you got to fucking take accountability for yourself, and wherever you draw that line, that, like, this is where, you know, where my thing starts and ends and stuff. The rest is on them, okay? Because if there's yeah. Okay, so I heard scapegoat. Okay, so watch out for scapegoat energy. Know that your spirit team is with you. Know that you do have people that are looking out for you. And also just keep yourself vigilant. You don't have to be paranoid or on guard or anything like that, and not to say anything in a derisive way and stuff. But, like, just knowing that that energy can keep us in a darker place than we need to be for a longer time than we need necessarily, might not, you know. But then again, at the same time, aren't we all just kind of doing what we need to do, and for as long as we need to do it, right? It's all in divine timing, okay? So also just have trust and faith in whatever you're going through, okay? Work through it in your own time and stuff, but, you know, we don't get time back. So, you know, don't rush yourself. Take your time, obviously, but also it's not a resource that you're going to get back, so make sure that you're using it wisely, okay? You're taking only as much as you absolutely need, okay? And if you're really working on it, and you're really being diligent, and you're really being sincere and truthful and honest and authentic with yourself and with your connection with spirit, like, it's gonna take exactly the amount of time that it needs to, and things are gonna be exactly where it needs to be when it needs to be. King of Cups as the advice. You might have an older friend that you can confide in and stuff, or you're being this King of Cups for yourself and stuff. So be in control. Take charge. Be in control of your feelings, okay? This isn't to talk about repressing them. The stuff, sometimes King of Cups can be kind of repressive. And again, we have more media focus, you know, with the cameras, okay? We've got some music and whatnot. So this guy is harnessing his air element for that creative expression. He's got the film. He sits on that, you know, throne of all of the work that he's done in recording memories and stuff. He looks back on his memories, and those are what gives him the, you know, the experience to and wisdom. You know, he's gotten all of those lessons from his experiences and the things that he's done and created, and yeah. So yeah, you have somebody in your surroundings that is supportive and loving and wise and can give great advice, or you can find this energy within yourself by going into your memories, not to, like, stay stuck in them or, like, reminisce too much or ruminate, but to extract the wisdom from them and stuff. Find that wisdom in yourself by, you know, asking your wiser parts, you know, maybe that past loved one, maybe that member of your spirit team is somebody that you can tap in with and, you know, ask these, like, ask for this clarity and this information, okay, this wisdom, okay? But also understand and trust that you do have your own internal wisdom and stuff. And even if you do go to a friend to help you tap into it and stuff, because we're all reflections and aspects of each other, right? Like, that's good too, okay? I do feel a lot of emotion in this reading, okay? I'm going to speak on it, is sadness, it is fear and worry, okay? But it's going to be okay. Trust that it's going to be okay. Trust yourself. Ask for what you need, okay? And accept that it will be granted to you, okay? In one way, shape, or form. Don't worry about it if it doesn't come from one thing that you expect it to or that you want it to. Just be open, okay? All right. And this is a good outcome. 3 of Pentacles. Mastery of this cycle, okay? Mastery. Communication, networking. Okay, 3 of Pentacles is mastery, artistry, yeah. And also Mike McGee, this figure, he's a writer, all right? And he also does jokes sometimes. All right? So find the humor in situations. Maybe you'll be able to find the humor in things, when you're doing more of this practice of your inner stability. You'll have a more playful approach to things. Let me see what else is there. Okay? All right. Yeah, it's good energy on the way, too. I see 5 of Cups, releasing grief, 10 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Okay? So it's looking really good. Really, really good further on down the road. Okay? You're just going through a difficult tunnel right now. All right? You just gotta keep it going. Okay, right now I'm just like kind of tapping in with this energy, and I'm just sending all of the love that I can get, like up in here, and sending you this beautiful love. Okay? It's gonna be okay. You are loved, and Spirit loves you, and you got folks in your corner. You've got some pages and kings in your corner. You've got some knights in your corner. You've got all of the divine and the spirit world in your corner. Okay? So get your bitch in! Just kidding, okay? Yeah, I'm satisfied with this reading. I do kind of want to share one more card because I'm going to look for the card. I got reminded of it at the last second, so I'm going to look for it real quick. There it is. Mount Shasta was the first card that flipped out. And, I didn't count it. I didn't fully count it and stuff. But I did feel a tingle on my head, so I thought maybe I'll share it. Where Lemuria would be destroyed, its people traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta was one place they journeyed. There are tales of unusual phenomena and multidimensional beings living inside the mountain. This card is about origins, and the image is the seed crystal this deck is based around. Honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. The sacred places you feel attracted to may have an intuitive message for you. Okay, so you can try and go there. If you're a little bit far and you don't see yourself going there anytime soon, you can learn about the place and you can tap in with that energy of Mount Shasta. I would suggest looking at pictures or videos of Mount Shasta. Tune into that frequency of the place. Or if you have a sacred mountain somewhere near you, that's a good place to start too. Because all mountains kind of represent the meeting, the union of heaven and earth. So if you can connect to any mountain in your region, in your part of the world, or if you can just kind of visualize yourself on top of a mountain or at the foot of the mountain, then, even visualizing yourself as the mountain itself and stuff, if you don't have a mountain near you, or if you're not close to Mount Shasta. That can help you to channel higher frequency messages and energies to integrate and seed into your life. Okay? It's going to, those higher energies are going to unlock different codes in your DNA. Okay? I forget what the switches are called and stuff, but it's like switches and stuff. Okay? And that can sometimes release, start chain reactions that seem chaotic or negative or whatever, because it's bringing about change. It brings about more rapid change, okay? But it's also creating more impetus for the things that are less authentic to your actual divine spirit and your divine blueprint to fall away. They're going to disintegrate before your very eyes. They're going to start crumbling. Okay? And if you're already in this process and you're uncomfortable, just know that it's because you have been being flooded with higher energies. Okay? You have been being activated, and so it's bringing up all of this chaos. You need to work on your grounding. Work with red jasper. Work with obsidian, onyx, tourmaline to draw out the negative energies and to bring in more stable energies that are, or even any kind of stone, any kind of, even just a plain stone from the earth will help you to ground. Walking barefoot in the grass, in the dirt, on the beach, wherever that you live, wherever is a natural space for you to be walking out in is good for you. Okay? Yes, and that helps with the grounding of the energies. Because what happens is when we get all charged up with these energies and it creates a lot of chaos, and then we get lightheaded and we start having racing thoughts and stuff. The grounding is just like, because you're charged up electrically, okay? Energetically, you're charged up. So it helps to stabilize that energy, and that's what we're talking about, is stabilizing, stability. Okay? Drink your water, and not just drinking the water too, but making sure that you're eating the water too. This Page of Pentacles kind of always reminds me about that. Like the pentacles stuff kind of always reminds me of like fruit and fertility and stuff. So it's like, don't just drink the water, but eat your water. Get your fruits and veggies in. Okay, that's where it's easier for the body to absorb and stuff. It is important to drink water too, always, even before you're thirsty. What else is coming in? The mountain energy, heaven and earth, integration, masculine and feminine, shadow and light. Okay, so if you're so of course you're doing the shadow work. Okay, when you're feeling the anxiety and the depression and stuff, you're in your shadow. Okay, and not even always that and stuff. Sometimes we can be in our shadow and we can feel like we're doing okay, but we're not quite living authentically when we're in our shadow. Sometimes we're not living authentically when we're in our shadow. I don't want to speak too generally. Sometimes we're using aspects of ourselves that we might not feel as comfortable in because we feel like we need to put on a brave face, or we need to be in a certain mode to get through a situation, and that may be the case and stuff, but it's also about like integrating in a healthy way those aspects and stuff, not out of a sense of survival, but out of a sense of love and nurturing. Okay, so maybe you just need to shift your perspective from, having to do something to having an opportunity to practice other like expressing other aspects of yourself that are in need of nurturing and growth. Page energy. So you can take yourself out of one perspective that's telling you that you're not getting anywhere, and put yourself in a perspective of we are learning more about ourselves. Okay? And so I know it's easier said than done sometimes. Okay? Trust me, I know that. Okay? But just count on yourself. Have faith in yourself. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your spirit team. Have faith in spirit. Have faith in whatever is the thing that you have faith in, okay? Have faith in, and be open to receiving all of the light and all of the love that you pour back, okay? But pour it into yourself too, okay? Because that's how it gets reflected. That's how it gets drawn in. It's by how much we're pouring into ourselves. Okay? All right. So, yeah. Take care. Have a little extra blessing from me to you. Praise Boognish. Listen to some Ween today. Go check out Junkie Boy. Okay, it's a new old track that they have officially released. So it's kind of a big deal. They've been having their bootlegs out for years, right? But like, if they're officially releasing it, that's pretty cool. And then I've got hints online that there may be more in store further down the road. And I'm so excited, okay? I'm so excited. I just can't hide it, okay? I'm not going to. Alright? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm really feeling for y'all. Okay? Okay. You're gonna be okay. Alright. Take care, babies. Mwah! Love ya.